Welcome. This is All Minus One Quick Shots. Today, folks, I want to talk about being yeeted. You know the old Michael Jackson song, Yeeted? Just yeeted, yeeted. No one ever gets to see it. Show 'em how funky gone are your rights. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just yeet it. Yeah, that whole thing, right? YouTube loves to yeet. And they yeeted me. They gave me a strike. I went to appeal. And within minutes, the appeal, like literally like a minute later, the appeal was, it was done. They're like, nope, it's gone. So it wasn't manual, it was algorithmic. So at about 2 a.m. in the morning, I made a video about it. I didn't see back from the appeal yet because I was expecting a little bit of this to take time. And it was immediate. It was immediate. So here we have YouTube Studios behind the scenes with my big old 104 subs. I picked up a sub last night, so that's pretty cool. And here we have the warning. If I click on the warning, it says your content was removed due to community guidelines because the first time your account isn't affected. You're only warned once, and this warning will remain on your channel. As if it happens again, your channel will get a strike, and you won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for a week. Well, I'm going to be gone for about a week or two anyways here coming up, so I won't be making any content because I have family matters to take care of. My wife's grandfather is, we're trying to move him out of Florida to up north, closer to family, so he's not alone because he's been alone in a nursing home for a long time. And I'm going to be doing some training with Elliot Hulse and some Navy SEALs and a good friend of mine who's a combat instructor and getting all that good manly stuff out there. In any case, you can see it says appeal rejected. And in medical misinformation, well, what is that? What is the medical misinformation that I shared? Well, pretty much this. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the gentleman, but this video is still up on PeerTube. It is still up on Rumble. The saddening thing about all of this is that the video, if you can see here, had 14 views and 7 likes. Now, that's pretty good for me for a video that just premiered. It was released around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and by 2 a.m., I had that. And again, I have a tiny channel. And they completely removed it. And again, why? Probably because of this guy. And this is what their guidelines say. Medical misinformation policy. The safety of our creators, viewers, and partners is our highest priority, and we look to each of you to help protect the unique and vibrant community. Okay. It doesn't allow content about the COOF that possesses a serious risk of egregious harm. Well, I didn't do any of that. YouTube doesn't allow content that spreads medical misinformation and contradicts local health authorities. Well, that gentleman was a local health authority talking to the Canadian government. He was an expert. And then they say the, World Health Organization, yada, 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 and other tons of things. I made no claims about any of the stuff that's in here. Not a single one. But because they did this algorithmically and they didn't give me a fair shake, it was yeeted. And here's the thing. The larger point of my video was about lockdowns, was about how this is driving people mad across the world and that there are mass riots and other things going on. While our economies are collapsing and there are people in Davos right now planning out how your world is going to be. Then I have this, though, which has been out forever. Hey, YouTube, this is MSN, a trusted media source. So don't yeet me on this one either. It says, WHO official urges world leaders to stop using lockdowns as primary virus control method. And a lot of Europe is going back into lockdowns, and that's what the video was about. And the doctor that I had there was saying, we are overreacting. That's what he was saying. Nothing I said was against the World Health Organization recommendations or recommendations of experts. I have listened to many of them. I have delved through the data. In fact, that's why I make hour-long videos, because that's what I do in my hour-long videos is I go through the data and I show you where to find it so you can look for it yourself. I'm not here to tell you how to think or what to think. I'm showing you how you can source the information yourself, and I'm telling you what the information appears to be to me. That's all I'm stating. What the information seems to be to me. And as a rational, logical, reasonable person who has certain talents in this world, like being able to delve through lots of information and suss out the truth from the nonsense, I can tell you that, once again, I said nothing against the World Health Organization, and I am not a fan of theirs because they flip-flop a lot, just like Dr. Fauci has. But what I can tell you is that YouTube doesn't care, and that's why you guys need to go over to my Rumble, and you need to go and find my PeerTube. 14 views. Like I said, for me, that's a pretty big video. I don't know why that's so huge on here, but anyways, this is the video I made last night, and it has links to those two videos, so please go over there. By the way, this video had, I don't know, at some point last night, I had 8 likes, and it disappeared and went down to 3, and it's back up to 5. So, again, YouTube is playing games as they do. But look, man, the main thing I wanted to bring up is that the reason why I use YouTube is because they are the big platform that everyone goes to. And I want to grow. And I want to grow because I think that there needs to be rational, reasonable voices out there. And voices that aren't too haughty or too overly intellectual. Like, I like a lot of the intellectual dark web type people. But I often think that they're condescending. They talk down to folk, and some of their ideas are just misguided or misplaced. I'll put it that way. However, if I can say, look, I will teach you how to fish. And what I mean by fish, I mean fish for the truth, fish for information. Instead of giving you everything up front. Perhaps one day you'll come in with a big old catch. And that's really the idea. That's what education should be about. I can't tell you everything, folks. I have to give you some idea how to figure it out for yourself. Anyways, that's about all I got. Yeah, it seems totally ridiculous to me. Apparently, the algorithm picked up on the voice or the video, because that video I had to find elsewhere. So they have, and that guy said nothing against the WHO either. He absolutely did not. I know what they say because I go through their documents quite often. If you watch my channel, you know that I do. But yeah, it's absolute nonsense. But yeah, go over to those other areas. Go over to my locals account and subscribe there. And realize, too, guys, that I will be on the live show tonight, The Ends Justify the Memes, at 7 p.m. And hopefully we don't get yeeted there either. So, with all that said, this has been All Minus One Quick Shots, and I wish you all well.